Good evening. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Thursday, October 15th. Another green day on the market. Granted, most of those gains came in the last few minutes of the day when they painted the market nicely higher ahead of the Google and IBM earnings. Sort of a slow kind of day the last couple of days, despite the market being up. We had, the market barely down on the open today, but it seemed that CNBC was paid to bash the market because they had nothing but bears scheduled today. And they were hammering the market from the open. And, even with the market only down a few points, the way traders were acting, you think, the market was crashing. A word of caution. You might have heard me say this a million times, but right now you've got CNBC parading the bears. They have been for the last couple of days. That is good news. When you've got old farts like Art Cash and that floor trader clown saying that he's been out of the market since July and that the rally is BS, that is perfect. As long as these old farts are not believing this rally, the rally has further upside. It's when you see these clowns starting to say, Dow 11K, Dow 12K, let's buy everything. That's when you start to worry, not when they're every other day coming on and saying, I would be a seller here, and then the market runs up another 3 or 4%. So view the CNBC and expert trader indicator right now as being bearish as a good thing, not a bad thing. And as long as it's like that, we are good to go. Here you can see on the Dow 15-minute chart, we're still in that very tight bearish rising wedge. Support remains at the 50-day moving average, so essentially 10K now on this time frame. If we flip over to the daily chart, you can see yet again, just like we said on the video a few days ago, we were going to break this double top and then see a nice extension to the upside. And here we are at 10,000 right now. Volume on the Dow has started to slowly pick up, although as you've noticed over the last couple of days, there's really a whole lot of there's no volume out there. It seems a lot of traders are sitting on their hands right now, and there's a stare down between the bulls and the bears, and the robots are what's pushing the market up right now, pushing a couple of key stocks. That's going to change very, very soon. We're either going to see a very big upside move, which I think we are, to about the 250 plus area on the Dow, or we're going to see a retrace back to the 20-day exponential at 9,700. We've got options expiration tomorrow, so the market could be more of the same like it was today. After hours, we had Google blow their numbers out of the water. We had IBM beat their number, beat their revenue, and raise their guidance. But IBM was down, Google was up. They essentially neutralized themselves. And, part of the reason why Google isn't, flying up massively in after hours is because a lot of traders expected the stock to move big. They either did large out of the money put options or large out of the money call options, and that's the reason the stock is essentially flat on what is a very, very good report. Anyway, US dollar had a little bounce on it today. We had oil prices up on a nice breakout, so we've jumped into a couple of oil plays. We'll see how the dollar plays out here, but right now we're seeing a lot of momentum come into the small cap oil plays, so the dollar possibly is bottomed here, at least for the near term. We could see or should see these micro oils continue over the next couple of days, and that usually coincides with a pop in the dollar. Speaking of oil plays, TGC, Tengasco Inc., small cap oil play, very nice breakout on its chart today. Next set at free over 60 cents, and this one should be off to the races with targets 63 cents and 75 cents are the targets we're looking for on this one, with stops now at the 50-day moving average at 52 cents. Very nice volume spike today. Nice positive MACD. ADX is very, very strong and continues to get strong, and that coincided with the stochastics break of 50, makes this one a very, very nice play going into the next couple of sessions. CMZ, Compton Petroleum, this is our other oil play that we've been sitting in. Posted news that an insider bought 50,000 shares on the open market a day or so ago at $1.17. This one looks like it's finally ready to break out. RSI is now up over the 50 level, and we should get a positive MACD cross on this one tomorrow, and that coincided with the spike in unbalanced volume here. This is them accumulating and the break of the downtrend line in stochastics, and this one could be ready for one of its big moves. This trading action we've seen over the last 2 weeks mirrors what we saw right before that last big spike there in early September, and the stars look to be aligning for this one. Stops again would raise stops now to $1.12, and $1.20 should set this one free. If we get a break of $1.20 tomorrow, we're looking at $1.30 plus here in the near term. ONSM, this is a stock we've played before. Mobile video, LTON up huge today, 50% popper on news. This is a sympathy play to that, along with this very nice chart. It's a cash flow positive tech play. Very nice support here. Breakout is 45 cents. That's first target, and then a break over 45, and there really is no resistance until the 65-cent area, with very strong support at 38 cents. So we'd look to accumulate this one 38 cents to 40 cents with a 45 and 60-cent target here. Chart looks very, very good, nicely oversold, and the kind of chart that can go boom on any sort of volume. VTRO Miva. This is a play on the Google earnings. Of course, we should see some nice buying into this one tomorrow. Breakout 55 cents, and we're looking for 60 to 75 cents on this one. RGCI, we've been hopping in and out of these radio stocks over the last couple of days. We had some very nice gains on SBSA and this one 2 days ago. The reason it might be time to jump back into this one again is EMMS. This was the one that started it all. This one continues to bust out, up 50% now over the last week. We also have its peer, ROIK. This one too has been continuing to break out, and really the only two plays left in this sector under a dollar are RGCI and SBSA. So, it's about time RGCI broke out. I mean, we had SBSA breakout. They usually traded oppositely. For most of the year, RGCI is traded above SBSA. The fact that that's flipped now gives an upside opportunity in this stock with very strong support at the 20-day exponential. 60 cents, a close above 60 cents should set this one free, and I'd be very surprised if we don't see that happen here tomorrow. OCNF, Ocean Freight. This is a play, of course, economic rebound. We're going to see an increase in shipping. This one's bouncing around the bottom. Its peer DRYS and its other peers are up substantially over the last few days. This one, easy. Stops $1.20, target $1.35, and then $1.50. About to get a positive MACD on the cross here on stochastics. Are nicely oversold, so this one should be a mover here very, very soon. Last but not least, quick mention on ZHNE earnings on Tuesday. We had that pop early in the week, and we've now retraced back to the 20-day exponential, which is a support. We should see traders start to move into this one ahead of its earnings report on Tuesday. ACLS, OC, all of them are up massively over the last month. These guys are lagging big time. This is a $1 stock. It's just a matter of when it happens, in my opinion. So a little patience here, just like we had on the other plays. So that's really it for the video tonight. I think tomorrow's big movers are going to be TGC and RGCI, and then, of course, VTRO on the Google earnings report. And speaking of Google, actually ONSM might move because Google did take out or buy out the only competitor to ONSM ONT there a few weeks ago. So a lot of positives for this stock as well. That's it for the video. See you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.